Hola, buenos días. Hello, good morning, and welcome everyone to the our today's webinar, integration of NVR and cameras with Reyee gateways. My name is Vladimir Ortega. I'm a pre and post sales engineer for Epcom. Welcome everyone. We're going to have to give like a, let's say, 2 minutes to wait for some more people that maybe is going to join soon. Thanks. Okay, guys, let's continue. First, I will request to you that if you can create an account on our Reyee app that is available on Google Play Store and the App Store, the Apple cell phones. And if you can create an account there, that will help us a lot in order to check all the process that we are seeing. I have here my physical devices over here, the equipment, but with this demo code that you can scan over there, you will have access to a demo project. So you can follow all the configurations like if you were here with me on site. So I will give you like a couple of minutes so you can download the application. It's really easy to create and to set up an account. You don't need to do the confirmation now. You're going to receive an email in your inboxes later in order to confirm and validate the account. This email is going to be valid for, let's say, 30 days, next 30 days. So we can work today if you don't confirm the account right away, right? So please download the application, the Reyee app application, and just as soon as you create your account, please scan the QR code. I will give, let's say, 2 or 3 minutes for this, and then we can continue. Okay, I think that we can continue now. So let's go. Well, today we're going to discuss how is going to be the integration related to our CCTV devices like the NVRs and cameras into the network topology that we have here. I've worked here today with my backpack, my Reyee's backpack that is made of one easy gateway. That is our main router over there. It's a EG105 GP version 2. It's PoE capable. We have also an easy switch 205 GCP version that is also a PoE capable switch. It's a tiny switch and it provides as well extended capabilities for PoE, let's say extended range up to 250 meters in order to power up a camera. It's going to sacrifice some bandwidth and throughput related to it regarding the link, but it's going to work really well. It's going to power up the camera in a far distance. We also have one access point. Is the RAP2260G. It's a really cool access point that is supposed to be installed on the ceilings. And we also have an RAP1261 that is a wall access point. It comes with a PoE capable port in order to provide or to power up, let's say, a VoIP. This is really convenient for let's say rooms in hotels, little offices, etc. We have our NVR today. We are going to use the EPCOM mode. It's an XR14A 4PH. It comes with a 4 channels in order to display like a 4 cameras at the same time. And we also have today a violet camera. Our model is an EPCOM model as well. It's our vendor, our brand, and the camera that we are going to work today is an XB14SL. So it's a really cool camera, really discreet. It's a bullet camera for outdoor purposes as well. So continuing into this, as you see here, we will have our NVR connected to a switch. We have the 2 access point connected to a switch. The switch is going directly through an uplink connected to our easy gateway, as our easy gateway is connected to the internet. So let's go ahead into a fun part. Let's make a proof of concept, right? So just give me a second. We're going to open up our, I don't know if you are seeing my screen. Just give me a second. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I have confirmation that you're seeing. And as you can see, we have here our Reyee Cloud app, the website, the web application. So what I'm going to do is just to log in with my account here. And we're going to work in the project, right? So I created a project previously that I just called NVR demo. So I have all this set up and configuration here. As you can see, we don't have the NVR because I haven't added yet, right? But yes, we have here our easy gateway, our easy switch, and the 2 access points. In order to add an NVR to our topology, it's really simple. You just need to go into clients, go into smart clients, and then in the side, as we can add IP cameras, but we can all add NVRs as well. So we click here in NVR, at NVR, we have some kind of user agreement that we need to read and some kind of user guide but as soon as I click agree, it allows me to introduce the IP address of the NVR. Talking about good practices regarding security and all this matter, I recommend to set up like a static IP to the NVR and to the cameras, because if it, maybe in some cases the HTTP server that we have in our network fails, they are not going to lose any connectivity. Everything is going to be working fine. All the recordings are going to be stored on the local store on the NVI, and everything is going to be fine after, let's say, one failure or something like that, because let's say that maybe there was like a reboot of the cameras, they are not going to lose the IP address. So it is a good practice talking about network to set up a static IP addresses to security and devices. So as soon as since I have configured my NVR previously, I will select here the vendor. We're going to work with the Epcon brand, the username, admin, just for demo purposes. I set up like a simple password just for these test purposes. These devices need to have like a strong uh, complexity password, right? And I will assign a name for this. Let's call it NVR demo. And I have here a managed switch because I'm using this ES209 switch that is a fully capable BIOS switch of five ports, but it's still a managed switch. It can manage VLAN, it can manage up to 16 VLANs as well. You can bounce ports, whatever you need, whatever the features that you can do with a SMB or an enterprise switch, you can do it here with our tiny managed switch. So I will click here, save and detect. And let's give it a couple of minutes because it's detecting the switch. Now you can see the switch, and yeah, it takes some time to show it here as a connected. But we can show if it is right, if it is properly connected into a network, just clicking here on view topology, and we can see here that the NVR was recognized on the port number 3 of the AC switch. My AC switch, that is correct, I have port number 3 connected directly to our NVR, correct? Um, what we can do right now is, as soon as we have connected our NVR and it will recognize all the cameras, is just to see, okay, the NVR is connected to a setup, to a network topology. How can I access the cameras with our Reyee and Reyee app application? Okay, that is really simple. We can create transversal NAT tunnels in order to get to the NVR. So it doesn't matter if you don't have like a public IP address in your one connection. We can always do it here. So we can go into device configuration, go into NAT transversal, and then we can create a tunnel. I have here created a previously tunnels. I will delete it for this, just for recreation, so we can do a demonstration. So I click here and add tunnel, and then let's say that I'm going to create here something that we call it NVR web. So we're going to access the management of the NVR through a HTTP tunnel. This is pretty convenient because maybe sometimes we are traveling, sometimes we are not on site, maybe sometimes the end client needs some kind of remote support from our side, so we can do it through this transversal tunnel that is provided to us by the Reyee application. So traffic is going to be HTTP. That is going to be the protocol that the NVR is using at this point. And the inside host, I will put the IP address of my NVR. It's my static IP address. I will leave port here in 80, standard common port, but you can change it. In a good practice, you will change this to an upper port, so it's not going to be a standard. The transmission protocol is still will be layer 7 HTTP, but it's not the protocol. It's not going to be the standard. We can change it. That is a good practice over here. So we click on OK, and as soon as it created, it says that the tunnel will expire in, let's say, 30 minutes. We can configure this. We can just enable it and disable it as we desire. So if you see here, he created, the cloud created a tunnel using a public IP address, let's say 80.153.34.21, but it's using a ephemeral port, right? So if we click here on configure, it will take us directly to the NVR. So let's give it a moment. Okay, there you go. As we can see here, we have now access to our NVR. So let me put the credentials that I set up for this NVR today. Just click on login. Okay, and as you can see, we're accessing our NVR through the internet. I have only here one ISP, so it's just sending the connection and just going back. It's back and forth, but the connection can be established. So yes, it's really nice how you can take advantages or a lot of these features with our brand Reyee. So I click here on camera, and this is the camera that I have here in my setup. It's working really fine, the bullet camera. If you see the day, it's Thursday. Today is 10:17 a.m. I'm here on a Colombian Standard Time, and today's date, today's 25 of March. So, of April. So it's working really fine. You can do any kinds of configuration remotely. You can even access the NVR through your, let's say, Android or iPhone device. So it's pretty convenient for the system integrators, for end clients that need to access and don't mess up with kind of complex configuration. Something that is really cool that the brand offers today in order to access our devices. And if you need to go in like an advanced mode or just thinking further into another topics related to networking, you can set up NAT transversal tunnels to any device that you have inside your network. Let's say a NAS or maybe a server that is possible with our brand. So yes, you can see here the configuration. I can change the password. I can change the schedule, manage storage, etc. But if we go back then into the live view, we're going to see the camera again. So yeah, it's really nice that all the advantage and the features that we have with the brand, with Reyee, and for an affordable price for sure. So let's go back into the Reyee cloud, and then let's disable this tunnel. I will log out here. Just the camera just load up, but I will log out. Close my session over there through the internet. And then what I'm going to do is just to disable the tunnel, correct? And I will create another new tunnel, but we will call it NVR app. What happens if you have like an Android phone or have an iPhone phone and you have like the uh, applications, right? The NVR application. You can also check it, all the cameras on live through the application. So the protocol is going to still be HTTP. The inside host will be the same, our NVR, but we're not going to use the port 80. We're going to use the port 8000 because it's a port that I just configured in the NVR to, let's say, display or broadcast all the cameras via remotely, right? Via mobile application. So I will click on OK, and let's enable the tunnel. Okay, there you go. The IP address is the same, but I think that the port just changed. And it's throwing us it's redirecting all the traffic to the same internal IP address that is our NVR, but the internal port just changed. We changed it from 80 to 8000. So for this purpose, I will open here just one second, my iPad, because I have the applications installed over there. Okay, it is connecting. Click here and start broadcast. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. There we go. So this iPad is connected to another network. So what I'm going to use today is our application. And let's say that this is the same that if I was working on my cell phone or maybe my iPhone, whatever. So here for this purpose, today I have my personal iPad. I will click here and add device. It's a mobile application. What I'm going to do is just to select here that I'm going to use an IP domain. I will change here the name. Let's say this is the NVR demo. I just call it in that way. And the address, we're going to use the address that the Reyee Cloud created for us. That is going to be this one. Uh, just one sec. What is it? Okay, it's 18 dot 153 dot 34 dot 21. The port is not going to be 8000. 8000 is the internal port. We're going to use the global external port that is going to be TCP 65490. Right? The username is going to be the same, admin, just for demo purposes. Our password, today's password, and the number of cameras that we're going to monitor today is going to be 1. So we click on save. And it seems that everything went well. So yeah, it was added correctly. So if I click here on Start Live View, as you can see here, well, it's buffering over there, it's loading, correctly loading, and it was faster because I'm using another connection. It's working really nice. I can see the cameras. We see the date over there, March 25th. Today's Thursday. It's 10:23 a.m. Colombian Standard Time. So everything is working fine with the mobile application. So I can do this all as well from the Android side, right? And as you can see here, we can add several channels. We can have 4 cameras, so we can monitor all of them. So it doesn't matter, like I said before, if you don't have like an public IP static address in your home, in your business, or in your branch, you will always can have access to your internal devices, your internal network security cameras and NVR through the mobile application or through the web application. So yes, it's really awesome. All the features, like I mentioned through this webinar, that really can help us a lot with the switches and recognizing the cameras as well, and all of the stuff that, as you can see here, it just detected. It says that we have the NVR and it's connected here. Well, it's taking some time, but it just recognized here on the connected device. And there is a feature there to recognize camera, but it's going to take us around 20 minutes in order to put it online. And yeah, that's all, guys. I don't know if you have any questions for me today. In order to solve, I will give like a couple of minutes just to answer maybe some questions you have. At the end, you will have as well the QR code. Let me just put it in here. And you can also scan it if you need like to enter into a demo view of this project. I'm Vladimir Ortega. Here I leave my email address if you need some kind of attention. And here at EPCON, we have like a skill team of technical team of engineers that we can help you a lot just doing the design, provision, etc. of devices of your network projects, security projects. We're really qualified. We can help you along that process. So please don't hesitate in contacting us. Um, and seems that we don't have any questions today. So thank you very much. Vladimir Ortega, my name, pre-sales engineer for EPCON. Have a nice day. And this webinar is going to be posted in our EPCON's YouTube channel. So have a nice day and thank you for your assistance today.